Well, I designed it to, I don't know, it was really the city that I wanted of my childhood that I could never afford, you know? And so now that I can, I kind of built the thing as I wanted to. My inspiration was really the old Lego catalogs, right, from the 90s. They had like the Metroliner and some of the monorail stuff, and they would always show all the sets with a cool backdrop. And so that's what I tried to do, was recreate with the mountain all the detail and everything that went into it, with just basically sets out front, right?
What I love here that you, for example, add this old 9-volt train, Amtrak, which I have still at home also, and it still looks like modern Lego train, right?
Right, yeah.
And you also have the monorail, but you built one on your own,
yep,
which looks lovely in azure blue. So, do you have any inspiration for this train in this color scheme?
The funny thing was, I started with, I originally wanted to put in bicycle lanes, right? And so you have the bicycle tile in the azure. And I had those tiles, and I started figuring out, how do I do the cap over the monorail motor, right? Because that's kind of challenging. There's just the one from the airport shuttle and so forth. And so I had those pieces and started with that. And then I found the roof tiles, all what I needed, right? And the funny little one on the front so the lights could fit. So really finding those pieces, and then like, why not do kind of like a Tron color, black and blue? And so that was kind of inspiration. I made the tunnel tolerance really tight, and so it can only take a 4 wide. I wish if I could go back, I'd make it 6. But that's why it's so narrow, to be able to make it through the tunnel. It's very tight. You should get a close-up of it.
So you've actually 2 tunnels here.
Yep.
Which is awesome to see, and you built this massive mountain. So you've grabbed all the bricks you had and also
yeah,
bought a few of them.
Yeah, so the mountain is mainly burps, slurps, merps, right? And that's the entire structure inside. And then I just did slopes all across the outside. The train tunnel was the main one, and I actually had to redo it. If you look at the back, like, I realized the height had to be different to accommodate all the set trains. So a few design things as I went. This was my first time doing something like this. But I had some design principles around no single bricks showing. Everything had to be a slope. Very organic. I do a lot of outdoors backpacking and hiking and camping, and so inspired by just the nature in Portland, Oregon, right?
And this is lovely nature here. And what I love here, that you actually also grab some, not only the new gray ones, but also the old
right,
gray. So, and this is always great to see when you combine those bricks.
Yeah, that was a big piece of it too, because I think that really draws out, it makes it look real. I mean, as real as Lego can get, right? And so kind of mixing those interlaced light gray, light bluish gray, and the 2 dark gray. Yeah, I think it just has a really cool effect.
You're mentioning it looks a bit like Portland, so I'm from Germany. My first thought has been, this looks like Switzerland. Be in the mountains,
yeah,
have these buildings. So what is your favorite modular of all those here? So you've nearly all of them. Also have the Ghostbusters headquarters. Which one is your favorite?
That's a hard question. So I actually, I'll go a little further on your question. So like, I didn't start building the city part until January 24th. Mm-hmm. I've been building a modular every 3 days to get ready for the show. Okay. This is my Lego room table. So like, this is the size that I have. I brought the entire thing to the show. And so, the mountain is modular. It comes in 3 pieces. I have Technic pins, and then I also have caps. So the tunnels, I have a mountain cap. I should actually bring it tomorrow. And actually behind the Daily Beagle, there's an entire waterfall. Oh. And so this is meant to last for my Lego room. So if I want to take down a city, I could put up a Ninjago city, or I could do an Arctic scene or a castle. And so I have, it was designed to be modular in that regard too. So even the mountain itself, because I didn't want to have to rebuild it later. If I want a train or I don't want a train, I can just put a cap on it, you know? And so to your question on my favorite modular, I don't know, the classic is like the cafe corner. Yeah. I pieced these together. These aren't the original, you know? I just had a baby girl, Lily. She's 10 months old, and so
lovely. During
my paternity leave in the middle of the night, I was piecing those together and looking at Bricklink and Lego replacement parts and all that stuff. Each of them have something unique. I mean, this is the first time I built all of them. I love how Lego's incorporated different building techniques, and like, you know, in the detective's office, there's like the little smuggling cookies and stuff like that. So I like the little sub-themes. What's my favorite?
They all love
I
you.
don't know. I don't know.
So a true modular building lover here with an awesome layout. Thank you so much, Mark, for showing me your
Yeah.
little town here. Thanks.
Thanks for coming. It's awesome.